Okay guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what is going on with my computer. All of the parts are here. I've completely made it, and I'm going to show you the inner workings and the specs on the computer and show you the parts that I have chosen. So if you guys want to make the same computer and just to see how it works, so yeah, let's get into this. So I have actually opened up the computer just to show you guys what is going on exactly right here. So first, this is the power supply. I will show the boxes for everything. It is a 500 watt EVGA. I think that's what that company is, and it's pretty good. I'll show you the whole entire back. It comes with all the standard cords that you need, plus more. It comes with disk drive cords, hard drive cords, obviously, and just all the cords for your motherboard. So that's pretty good. It runs literally. You probably won't need any more than 500 watt, even if you do some upgrades on stuff. So 500 watts really good. I think you can do 750 as well. But honestly, it's not really worth it, and you don't want to be using extra voltage. So for your computer build, just make sure you know what you need. So I have this one, and yeah. So the next thing that we have here is a dual RAM. It came with 2 RAM slots, as you can see here, not just 2 RAM cards. And this is basically just how fast your machine's going to be running, etc. So you definitely want to make sure you install these right as well, otherwise your computer will not turn on. As you can see, they are right here. You insert them onto the motherboard right by the cooler, and yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They are the Vengeance LPX, sorry, and they have 16 gigabytes, 2 by 8 gigabytes, so it's 16 in total, and 2,400 megahertz. So yeah, that's what I'm using for this build as well. Next, in no particular order, we have the Cool Master. It is the Hyper 212. It basically cools your processor or your core processor. Triggered much, but it basically cools your processor down. This is the model I have of such. There's a fan on the front, and this is the heat sink, so that all the heat comes in here and then it is let off so that your computer does not overheat. Very important. But yeah, that's what I'm running with this computer, this build that I have currently, and my only build, first computer I've actually ever made. So yeah, there's that. I guess I should also say what case I'm using, because as you can see, you can't see the case very well. It's just a like black kind of case. It was $50 on Amazon. Everything here you can find on Amazon, so that's good. It is a Cougar. It is from the Cougar company, MX200 mid tower. It is pretty cool. It lights up red. It has LEDs actually on the fan up here, and as you can see, that fan, that clear fan, it has LEDs on that fan, and it spins and lights up. I will show you that, but you can see my hand behind here, and it lights up this whole entire area. So I think that's really awesome. That's one of the cool features of this computer. The case, that's what the case is. This is our hard drive. I do not have a casing for this. I just want to thank a good friend for bringing it for me. But this is the hard drive. It holds, I think it's at 122 gigabyte hard drive. So it's not huge. You might want to upgrade that. That is the one thing that I would kind of recommend upgrading. But yeah, I will also link a video on how to put all this together. The video I actually personally used to put this together. If you want to make it yourself, the thing I'll be leaving basically works with any computer, not just this particular one, but this is all custom, so yeah. And as for the motherboard, that's what I'm going to be doing next. So next up we have the motherboard. It is the Z270-A Pro. It is from the MSI company, and it is a pretty darn good motherboard from what I've heard. It is for gaming, and I'm personally going to use it for gaming and putting together videos, so if you want to do either of those, it is pretty expensive. I'll leave all of these, the Amazon prices and everything, in the description as well. It works with Intel, if you guys are wondering, so that would be the processor. And it also works with, it just basically works with both AMD and Intel. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, AMD Crossfire Technology. Oh. And so the motherboard, this is what it looks like. Obviously, you've been seeing it with everything else. It is pretty good motherboard. It was pretty easy to maneuver around. I didn't have any problems with it when making it. Obviously, if you look up the tutorial, it is really easy. But as I said, I'll be linking all that in the description. So that's out of the way. We have the next thing, which was probably the most expensive thing, the Core i7 Unlocked processor. It is one of the best processors you can get right now. It is awesome. It'll help you render your videos quite amazingly. It is from Intel, obviously, desktop processor, and it is 6,700 kilo. Okay, can't speak. It's the LGA 1151, and yeah, that is basically that. That's what's underneath the cooler and the heatsink, so I can't exactly show it to you, but that is where it is, and that is an awesome piece to this. So, one thing you will need to run this properly, and I do not have the graphics card, that's something I didn't go over. The graphics card, I'm pretty sure it's a GTX, I do not know the exact model, but if you want to know, it is, you need to make sure the graphics card will go with this motherboard. You don't need this exact graphics card. Once again, you can have multiple graphics cards, especially in this build. You can pop out little sockets in the back here. We decided to go to the closest one because that is the best way to build the computer. So, in terms of the graphics card, though, I also want to just have a quick thank you to a friend. Two things, and yeah. So, one thing you will need, or two things I should say, if you want to dual monitor this, the motherboard does come with its own graphics card. So in order to overwrite that, you need a DVI cable or two DVI cables, which come straight from my graphics card personally. That's why I'm saying it really depends on what you have. There also are places here, this is from the motherboard, so I guess if you wanted to use the graphics card from the motherboard, it is really bad. Wouldn't recommend it, considering this is a gaming motherboard and you definitely don't want to be using the gaming, this is not a good core processor for the gaming. Also, two really good things about this case, it comes with its own, as you guys saw, installed fans already. There's one here, there's one that lights up over there, and I think that's it in terms of fans. There might be one more over in that corner, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's just this fan right here, and there's also a fan over there. But yeah, I will actually close this computer up. It's really easy. Most of this case is accessible. I know there's better ones. It's not a glass looking case, so if you guys want a better case, it'll work just the same, but it'll be a lot neater inside, and it won't just be like everything mangled together. This was honestly the hardest part of everything. If you look up tutorials, and it should even say in your motherboard handboard over here, this motherboard personally came with a disc and a bunch of tools. Like you won't need any screws or anything. The cables normally all come with it, so if you buy a good motherboard and all that. So this is the Pro Series for the MSI motherboard. So it was really easy. Just look at the manual along with, just use your manual along with the tutorial. I'll leave it down in the description. But yeah, without further ado, I will show you what it looks like when it works. So with this motherboard, personally, it is pretty easy to slide the case on. I did it with two hands. It is easier to do with two hands. So after that, you just take these little screw holes that it comes with, and you just stick it right in there and twist it up. And then, yeah, so when this is fully screwed up and ready to go, I'll show you what's going on with it. Okay, so I have plugged the DVI cord in. Make sure that because I did not give the name of this graphics card, particularly if you want to make a build just like this, that the graphics card has two DVI cords if you want dual monitors, because obviously there's two in there, and then I have two monitors, both of which have the DVI inserted. So now, let's walk around and go to the front. And turn this thing on. Doesn't that look awesome? So the red lights up down there, and obviously the white's up there. As you guys can see, you're not stupid. So yeah, this computer screen automatically turns on if you've done everything correct, or if yours needs to be turned on, then yeah. For right now, I don't have Windows 10, but yeah, everything is obviously functional on this computer. That's what's going on. That is the kind of spectacles on it. I will leave you with a face cam and basically saying, goodbye. I will give you a full, computer overlook when everything goes okay. This is basically just the setup screen from here. You want to press F11 when the computer first turns on. I've already done that. That's why it did not do anything. But F11, you want to keep spamming that, and then it will come up with some stuff, and then yeah, you might want to look tutorial up on that. I don't know the exact process of getting there. I know that's not the best helpfulness, but when you press install now, it goes and takes you to the setup for Windows. So yeah, when I get Windows, we'll be all good to go. Anyway guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. I hope you guys like the build and can possibly make one on your own. It was a fun experience for me. First time I've ever done so. Didn't even take a computer engineering class or anything like that. Really easy to do with tutorials and the right pieces. Make sure all of your parts are compatible. If they're not compatible, your computer will not work. I will not stress that enough. Also, if you haven't seen my scammed video, don't buy from third-party sellers. You will not end up with the parts you need, or just go into stores, but I would recommend buying it offline. It is a bit cheaper, but make sure you're not buying off third parties, just for obvious reasons of it not showing up and stuff. So, anyway guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, I hope you learned where my computer was at, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace off.
Just getting a lot of hand footage here.
It doesn't matter.
Hand porn.
What?
Why nothing?